Hey guys, San Francisco here. Got out of New York before the storm and made Alan here, our CFO, cancel his trip to London. And basically this is going to be, you know, a lot of people have been talking about different looks for DailyVee. This will be a different look. Like, I'm gonna sit here now, and we've been sitting here for an hour, hour and a half, and we're gonna sit here for the next 5 to 7 hours, really looking at the financial impacts of our business. You know, we're running between VaynerX with PureWow and VaynerMedia. We're talking about over $150 million entity, and so there's a lot of work. There's a shitload of Excel sheets here that I'm not necessarily interested in, but the work has to be done. And when you get to this scale and you get to 800 people, you know, there's a lot of inefficiencies, especially when you're building culture. And so I'm just looking at the financial impacts of the business. So this is about as boring. This is not selfies. This is not fun quotes in an interview. This is not the stage people rushing it. This is not D-Rock waving his fucking hand in the camera. This is fucking real work. The true life behind being a CEO of a big company. Garyvee, DailyVee, these are my side hustles. This is what I do for a living. So I'm gonna bore the fuck out of you in today's episode.
Hey, I'm from mom and dazzle. Got it like ground like gravel. Coming back around like lasso. Macro. Like a vision board, I see with clarity. I hustle like my name is Garyvee.
But I've been telling you.
Accounts was talking about equity. I'm Triple H giving the pedigree. The meaning I'm special, my specialty. I'm putting in the work till I'm dirt in the earth. I'm moving furniture to Beverly.
The lights out and take the mic out. I got my flow right
Too many meetings.
I write my
Too many meetings. That's what it is, Claude. Too many meetings have killed us. Everybody needs more people because everybody's in everything.
Hey, my life is different than the picture I painted. The pain and defer the pain, or maybe that's how I drain it, or maybe that's how I contain it till I spill it to you. You wrote me once and said I saved your life, you saved mine too. When depression was resting on my conscience like daily, I never second guessed my sanity. I knew I was crazy, but that crazy was good because that crazy was Tommy. They tried to force the pharmaceuticals to reform and harm me, but I just did me and dove in the heart.
Where he could have huge impact and huge say because he didn't have he had zero patience. The 2 interactions I had with him, I was like, brother, like, you gotta pay your dues, you know, like that's what we all do, you know, and the lack of patience, I think.
They couldn't hurt me or tell me, stop me from saying the things that I've been through.
Hey guys, it's Gary. Everybody on? Okay, great. Alan and I are sitting here, we're going through everything. What I want to do is on Monday's offsite with this group, I want to leave with basically...
Is it wrong to think that I can change a whole generation? I mean, my mind is racing, I'm impatient and tracing my scheme.
How does hiring and freelancing...
These metamorphosis morphing importance that I store behind me, hey. I'm thinking far-fetched, nothing is far-fetched. Far-fetched in my dreams, it seems the means are complex. More complex than I thought, and I'm becoming obsessed. I'm lucky I have my art from the start, I've been blessed, hey. I play with words that curve and bend shadows. I'm learning pretty quick, the exposure is half the battle. The lighting ain't the lightning that I wanted to capture, but I still show the youth the truth with hopes I make it through the rapture. But hope won't do it.
Just in the mezzanine of the W in San Francisco running a business. That's how we do it. If you haven't seen the video I made for all 22-year-olds with Taylor from episode 244 of the Ask Garyvee show, please, D-Rock, Tyler, have some videos right now. Here, actually, put the video right in here. Anyway, make sure you watch it. It is straight.
So let me train my soul, so let me live my life, so let me just be me.
Awesome, that's it.
I
I mean, this is great.
I do the best I can.
Fucking love this. This is it. Just like, you know how I talk about the battle scars and the blood in the mouth and loving it? This is what's happening right now. There's plenty of battle scars and blood in the mouth, but I love it. You know, it's hardcore. It's a lot of political feelings. Everybody's protecting their worlds and trying to advance and all this, but that's the shit job I have because the buck stops with me. All problems on this guy. I want you to edit this very smartly, which is like, for example, this call with, hey, so April 1st.
Stress levels absent, I'm asking fashion is
Music, you're capturing everything. It just all goes fast, slow. slow down. Hey, April 1st, cut. Got it? Like words until it's not words. Got it? Like even right now, you're filming all of it. Want everything straight, fast. Even when it's a bad angle, you'll fast it there. Like you stepped away to get my whole head there, fast. Got it?
That's why I play these beats to train. Every syllable I write, release a decibel of pain.
They couldn't hurt me or tell me or stop me from saying the things that I've been through. They couldn't hurt me or tell me or stop me from saying the things that I've been through.
Hey, so I've got all the context.
So let me just be me until the end of time. So let me do my job. So
You
let
should
me
call
find
it. Okay,
myself.
love you. See you. Bye. Actions louder than words. My preference would be to get to you ASAP, preferably when the Royals are at home, so that I can watch some of my fantasy baseball players play that night. That'd be fun for me. Plus, I'm going to bring Marcus, who I'm going to beat in fantasy baseball this year, so it'd be nice to have him there and make fun of him. So let's try to get a date ASAP. So something in the next, so Liz, maybe you'll work with Marcus or Dennis and then my assistant Tyler, and we should try to get there within the next 30 days. Does that sound right? You guys there? Hey, so guys, real quick, I think that there's going to be a remarkable product in your two worlds of consulting and now this Vayner that you're going to be doing. And I think it's historically sat under the way we've thought, Dennis, of like consulting, but now that is going to be doing.
I stare myself at the mirror and question things that I once accepted. Now I don't see it the same at all. I guess I'm sorry for how I act in the past and stuff, but now I see what you meant when you just don't give a fuck.
You're hungry, right? You're not used to rolling like I do. Have you done your bracket?
I hope that maybe someday we'll be cool instead, but yet I understand how that may play with your head. I do love you and still see you in dreams and stuff, and often question if you love me or you dreamt enough.
What's up, brother?
I
Can
don't
you set up a meeting for 30 minutes for me as well with you?
I'm happy, but I'm going through. It's just me and myself now. These empty thoughts, girl, I can't get them out. I'm not the same because you ain't around, baby. You pick me up, so I'ma hold it down, baby. It's just me and myself now.
$25,000.
I'm not the same because you ain't around.
Let's take these notes. I'll give you more detail if I have to.
Lie to me, talk to me, speak to me like it was cool, it was good, nothing happened like we don't know what just happened. That was our mistake. We were young.
Can we get a pad and pen? You got a pad of paper?
They don't know how I feel.
You do? That's amazing.
They don't see how they don't ever relate. They just watching the show. Wanna ask you what's up, cause it still went down. But it's crazy that we grew to be enemies now. Guess I wrote you this to let you know that I still care. In the end, what if you need something, I'm still there.
Awesome.
Hope this new piece of life here is treating you good. All in all, it's all love, just the way that they should. It's just me and
Yeah, well, I go pen to paper when I get really fucking serious. When I'm doing like hardcore work or like getting ready for a fantasy baseball draft. That's about the only time.
It's just me and myself now. These empty thoughts, girl, I can't get them out. I'm not the same because you ain't around, baby. You pick me up, so
What are you laying out? What you think?
The org. No, I'm looking at the org, right? So like, what are my direct
you
reports?
asking yourself, I know you wondering, know you thinking it, know you checking on me, know you asking yourself, why did it happen this way? Why did everything change? Why do I care about you? Why don't these feelings go fade? Why did it happen this way? Why did everything change? Why do I care?
I'm an architecture student in Texas Tech University, and even though it's like art-based and
Sure.
like really design-based, not so like business, but obviously there's business everywhere. I really want to strive and like, you know, like a lot of people say, oh, I want to succeed, but I mean, like you say, you know, like what are the steps and everything like that. And it's exciting. I didn't think I was like, wow, that's so
I'm glad
cool.
we got to meet,
I was
man.
like at the museum, I was like, no way.
Real
I was, like,
pleasure.
here, like, live feeds
How are
with
you?
my sister. Yeah, this is Gary.
How are you? I'm Gary. Nice to meet you. Awesome, man. Well,
Wow,
thanks for
that's
saying
really
hello.
cool. For sure.
Yeah.
Any like advice that you would give someone today, 22 years old?
You know my spiel. There's only two things that matter: hard work and patience. You're a kid, but it's great that you've realized it's going to take actual work. That's it, man. Just grind. Never get down on yourself. Put in the work. It takes time, but you know, it's super achievable. It's all within yourself. It's you versus you.
Yeah, like you say, the only person that's gonna stop you is yourself, right?
By worrying about what other people think, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
That's true. Yeah, why not? Hey, sorry
Real
to bother
pleasure.
you.
No
Thank
worries.
you so much,
Thanks
man.
for saying hello.
Appreciate it.
I wish
Of
you
course.
well. Bye-bye.
Like, we don't know what just happened, that was our mistake. We were young, we were dumb, but it wasn't fake. They don't know how I feel, they don't see how it go. They don't ever relate, they just watching the show. Wanna ask you what's up, cause it's still.
So we now have a full name for the Vayner internal day. Daily digital, I gotta kind of get it down. Daily digital dive. Where it says the daily digital deep dive, I want that all to be the same font and the same way, and then all the D's in the name to be green. Got it? So either, no worries, either pick the first font or the second font.
I'm not the same because you ain't around, baby. You pick me up, so I'ma hold it down, baby.
Wondering, I know you thinking it, know you checking on me, know you asking yourself, I know you wondering, know you thinking it, know you checking on me, know you asking yourself, why did it happen this way? Why did everything change? Why do I care about you? Why don't these feelings
You know
go
what's amazing
fade?
is when
Why
we
it
actually build a
happen this
culture
way?
first.
Why did everything change? Why do I care
You can
about
do,
you?
we're
Why
literally
won't you go
doing
away?
the same thing in 1 minute.
It's just me and myself now. These empty thoughts, girl, I can't get them out. I'm not the same because you ain't
No,
around.
yeah, I mean, that's the beauty. There's no reinforcement. Of course, you won't need to. You know?
That was interesting insight. I wanted you to finish that point. You're building a culture.
So guys, I'm sitting here, I'm talking to Alan. Let's show Alan. And Alan has been a remarkably successful, corporate CFO, and I think his last P&L that he ran was a $500 million holding company, like big, it's not his first fucking rodeo. We're doing a lot of stuff here, and I told him, we're just talking. I just said, D-Rock just said, I want more insight on it. Here's very simple. When you build culture, this is why honey first, honey empire instead of empire of honey. When you have a honey empire and your direct reports are blindly bought in because you've done everything right to prove them to trust you, you can do big structural changes, big strategy changes, big reorg, big fundamental. If I emailed the company, if I emailed my direct reports, my leaders tomorrow and said, we're now selling actual honey. Like, we are no longer an agency, we now produce honey. I just bought a honey farm and Paso Robles, and we now sell honey. And I just think 80% of them be like, okay, like what am I doing? Yes, comma. So when you build culture and you build trust, you can go fast. You can do things fast. We're about to do 6 months worth of work politically in 6 hours, and that's special, and that's the difference, and that's how you win, and that's where big companies die. And when you start getting into 9 figures, 100 million plus, you get bigger and you get slow. And when you're the CEO, you've got to have that buy-in from your constituents to be able to get the shit that you want done. And on the flip side, a lot of corporate CEOs spend too much time worrying about the politics and their constituents, which then creates non-action, which then creates failure. For me, I know I'm gonna get 9.3 out of 10 constituents on board with what I'm about to do, and the 0.7 won't be here, because there's no options. Have to win, and speed's part of the equation. Yeah, I'm basically making a show for the 19-year-old me. I basically am creating DailyVee. This is the show I would have watched at 17, 16, 19, 22, and be like, oh. And the growth I'm getting from people on email, I know you see it, change it, because the game's gray, and everybody thinks it's black and white, Daily Digital Deep Dive. Daily Digital Deep Dive. Digital Deep Dive. All right, here we go. Nice. What up, Instagram? It's me, Gary. I know, Daily Digital Deep Dive, Daily Digital Deep Dive, Daily Digital Deep Dive, Daily Digital Deep Dive. We finally came up with a name for our VaynerMedia all-day immersion in New York City.
4D experience.
The 4D experience. 4D experience. You like that, huh?
Love that.
The 4D experience. Daily Digital Deep Dive, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. in New York City. $10,000 ahead. $10,000 ahead. We're debating between 10 and 12 people for the day, and I'm excited about it. So I know a lot of you have already signed up from Instagram, and I'm excited to see you guys there. So I'm not in New York, as you can see, no snow. I'm in San Francisco. Body coach, good to see you. What have you learned about your failures? Angel, I like my failures. I don't know, I learned whatever the fuck I needed to learn in that situation. Try not to do it again. You know what's interesting about failures? A lot of people make the same ones over and over. It's just such a DNA thing. Anyway, how you guys doing? Back in London in a month or so. Good to see you, Ins. How many of you guys are in for the Daily Digital Deep Dive? How many of you are coming to that? How many of you signed up for the email? You're getting an email any day soon from me with the details, $10,000 ahead. I know a bunch of you are coming to do that. I wanted to get a sense of how many of you are in. Scotty's in. All right, Scott. Oh yeah, by the way, real quick, for all of the people that sign up now, and by the way, email me at Gary@VaynerMedia.com. I'm gonna do that right now. Oh, Tyler, 185 is exporting, nice. Wow, it's great to see you, man.
The video finance.
How are you? Thanks a lot. It's good to see you again, man. Yeah, real pleasure. No, are you nuts? Every time.
Yeah.
Take care. Real estate. Good to see you, man. Continued success. Kai invested in his company 3 years ago.
And now I see what you meant when you just don't give a fuck. I can't blame you for acting the way you acting now. I guess I'm sorry that you hate me.
I like to talk shit. Beat everybody 167, 159. That's great. Problem is, no listen. I'm in for 167 to 159 in a basketball game. Problem is, I'm not in for 167 to 173. That's a loss. So, like, because of the state of the company, like, all of those things have to ladder up into you because that's what you do for a living.
It's just me and myself now. These empty thoughts, girl, I can't get them out. I'm not the same because you ain't around, baby. You pick me up, so I'ma hold it down, baby.
Talk to me, speak to me.
I mean, no, you don't have to film any more of this dull, deep thinking operation. Well, it's not, I agree it's not dull, especially for us business nerds, but it's a good time to wrap up. This way you can edit, make it real cool. There's a lot of editing the way we want to do it. At least the way I wanted to see it come out. Are you gonna edit it?
Yeah.
You wanna go and start editing? Go ahead. We got more work to do. More Excel sheets. See ya. Good.
Right, Gary?
Yes.
Nice to
How are
meet
you? Nice to meet you. Hey.
Can I get a picture with you?
Of course. Yeah.
And where are you from, Belarus?
I am. Yeah. How about you?
Baku.
Baku.
Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh. Real pleasure. Говорю по-русски. Все понимаю. Что же говорит? Приехали я был 3.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Yep. You got it. How are you? Good. Good. How are you? Very good. Awesome. Take care, guys. Take care. Не за что. All right. Now you can go.
It's just me and myself now. These empty thoughts, girl, I can't get them out. I'm not the same because you ain't around, baby. You pick me up, so I'ma hold it down, baby. It's just me and myself now. thoughts, girl, I can't get them out.